Hello. This is the Bible in fewer words. We are Carol and Steve Wells. This is episode 104, the book of 1 Samuel, chapters 8 through 10. If you enjoy this podcast, consider supporting us at patreon.com/BFW. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Carol.
Do we get a king today?
Yeah, Israel is going to get what usually is thought of as their first king. Although we did have Abimelech back in Judges, remember?
Yes.
Who was king for a while. They don't usually count that one so much.
No. He's the one who killed his 70 brothers in order to become king. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was king for a day, maybe?
Yeah, I think it wasn't very long.
Okay. Well, let's start.
Okay. All right, this is chapter 8, verse 1. Samuel was getting old, so he made his sons judges over Israel.
And at this point, Samuel hadn't been a judge, had he?
You know, it's confusing. Just what is Samuel? He's definitely a prophet.
Okay.
Eli was the judge, apparently. He judged Israel for 40 years, I think.
Yes, and he had bad sons?
He had bad sons, and he died.
Okay, so those sons did not become
judges. No, because they were bad and God killed them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe Samuel was sort of the default judge after Eli died.
Okay.
Anyway, he decided he was getting old, so he was going to make his sons judges.
Okay. His sons were dishonest, taking bribes, and perverting judgment.
So the elders said to Samuel, "You are old, and your sons aren't like you. Make us a king like other nations have."
Samuel didn't like the idea, so he asked God about it. God told him, "Go ahead and give them a king. It's not you they're rejecting, it's me."
Samuel told the people what God said about it. Then he said to them, "The king will take your sons and daughters, your land, slaves, and animals. Then you'll be his slaves. And when you complain about it to God, God will ignore you."
Okay, well, that sounds like a good proposition. I want to be under the rule of a king if he's going to do all that to me.
Yeah, well, apparently Samuel didn't think it was a good idea.
Uh-huh. And the people, I guess, don't like judges, and so they want to turn to a king now?
I don't know. I think they felt like they'd be safer with a king who would fight their battles for them.
Oh, okay, because God was not always reliable to fight their battles.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, verse 19. But the people said, "We want a king anyway, like everyone else has, to fight our battles for us."
Samuel told God what the people told him. God said to Samuel, "Go ahead and do what they want. Give them a king."
Okay.
So God seems a little bit reluctant too, but yeah, sure, go ahead.
So, chapter 9. There was a mighty man from the tribe of Benjamin named Kish. His son, Saul, was the best-looking man in Israel and was head and shoulders taller than everyone else.
Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it? Head and shoulders. So he's like a foot taller than everybody in the kingdom.
Uh-huh. And that's important to the king, I guess.
Yeah, and he was also really good looking. Better looking than everybody in the kingdom. It was amazing, really. And another thing is that he's from the tribe of Benjamin.
Oh, yeah.
And the tribe of Benjamin just a little while ago
was almost wiped out.
Almost. They just got down to 600 guys. So I guess that Saul must have been a son of one of those 600 guys.
Uh-huh. Maybe his mother was a dancer.
Yeah, one of those dancers at Shiloh there.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not sure exactly what the time period is. We do know that Eli judged Israel, I think, for 40 years.
Uh-huh. That's a good guess anyway.
Yeah, that's right. So it was at least 40 years ago, but I don't know how long ago it was. It wasn't very long. But I guess it's repopulated. The Benjaminites have.
Uh-huh.
And now...
produced this head and shoulders over everybody else and really good-looking guy.
That's right. So in verse 3 it says, Kish's donkeys were lost, so he sent Saul and a servant to retrieve them.
They looked around, but they couldn't find them.
So Saul said to his servant, let's go home. My father will worry about us."
But the servant said, "Hey, there's a man of God in this city. Whatever he says will happen does happen. Maybe he'll know where they are."
Saul said, "Okay, let's go find the man of God."
When they arrived in the city, Samuel came out to meet them.
The previous day, God had told Samuel, "Tomorrow I'll send a man from the land of Benjamin. Anoint him as captain over Israel. He'll save the people from the Philistines, because I have heard the people's cry."
When Samuel saw Saul, God said, "This is the one I was telling you about. He'll reign over my people."
Saul, she sells seashells?
By the seashore.
Yeah. Saul saw Samuel at the gate and asked him, "Where is the seer's house?"
Samuel said, "I'm the seer. Oh, and by the way, those donkeys you lost 3 days ago, don't worry about them. They've been found."
This is not the droid you're looking for.
No.
Okay, chapter 10.
Before Saul and his servant returned home, Samuel took a vial of oil and poured it on Saul's head. And then he kissed Saul and said to him,
"When you pass Rachel's sepulchre, you'll meet 2 men who will say to you, 'The donkeys you're looking for are found.'" It's kind of old news, isn't it?
"Yes." Then you'll come to the plain of Tabor, where 3 men will meet you who are going up to God in Bethel.
One carrying 3 young goats, another carrying 3 loaves of bread, and another carrying a bottle of wine.
Okay, this seems kind of just a little bit story-like. And
It's kind of arbitrary,
Yeah.
but I guess we have to go with it here.
I guess so. So I want to understand, there were 3 men will meet with you who are going up to God in Bethel. So they're going to go to the ark or something? They're going to go give this bread and stuff to God?
I'm not sure.
Or they're going to die? They're going to go up to God?
I don't know, but be on the lookout for these 3 guys.
Okay. These men will salute you and give you 2 loaves of bread.
After that, you'll come to the hill of God, which will be occupied by Philistine soldiers. When you enter the city, you'll meet a group of prophets with a harp, a tambourine, a flute, and a lyre. And they'll prophesy.
And I hope they'll play a song or 2.
It'd be hard to miss these folks. I don't.
The Spirit of God will come upon you, and you'll prophesy with them, and you'll be turned into another man.
When these signs come upon you, do whatever you like. God is with you.
Go before me to Gilgal, and I'll follow, offering animal sacrifices.
You'll stay 7 days until I come and show you what to do.
So who is it that's telling him all these things?
Samuel.
Oh.
And so Samuel is showing off here. He's saying, you know, when you go, you're going to see these 3 guys. They're going to be walking along. They're going to be carrying goats and bread and wine and they're going to give you stuff. Then you're going to see some prophets. They're going to, some people prophesying, and you're going to go ahead and prophesy with them. So he's showing
his skills.
Yeah, he's a real prophet.
Okay.
And that's why I'm including it. And it does seem rather silly, but
it's a show-off thing.
I think it does show. What does it show?
Well, I think he's going to instill confidence in Saul that what I'm saying is true, and you're going to become king.
Yeah, but I think Saul knows that. I mean, everybody knows Samuel's a prophet, right? He doesn't have to show off. But anyway.
But I don't think he knew he was a prophet, because he said, "Hey, I'm looking for the seer."
Oh, you just met him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so verse 9, when Saul left Samuel, God gave Saul another heart. I don't know what that means.
Oh, you know how he was kind of born again, I think.
Oh.
A new heart.
Okay.
You know, he's going to give you a new heart.
I think that's better than hardening his heart.
Oh, yeah. No, it's completely different. Kind of the opposite, I think.
Okay.
And everything happened the next day, just like Samuel said it would.
Oh.
And the Bible actually goes through and it repeats the things, with the 3 guys and,
Yeah.
It all happened just like Samuel said it would.
Okay, thanks for editing that like that.
Sure.
Then Samuel called all the Israelites together and selected their king by lot. So hasn't their king already been selected?
Yeah,
The
it seems
people
like they've
don't know
already
it.
done this, right?
Yeah.
But now we're gonna pretend, I guess, like it's being selected not really by God, but by chance, by lottery. Which
So-
is weird, but this is the way that God seems to select people. That's how Aaron was selected, remember? And that's how they figured out that it wasn't Achan, was it?
Achan, yes.
Achan?
Yeah.
Okay, so they figured out who took
Oh,
it by, okay, so first it's this tribe, and it's this clan, and it's this family, and then finally it's Achan.
Yeah.
And
But they already knew. God already knew.
God already knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just kind of playing
Right.
tricks again. Okay, so verse 20. First, the tribe of Benjamin was selected, and then the family of Matri, and then Saul. So they're just kind of making a show of, okay, the king we're going to have is from the tribe of Benjamin.
Yeah.
And then he's kind of
It's
from
kind of
this
cool.
tribe.
It adds some suspense to the procedure rather than just saying, hey, here's your new king.
Yeah, right here.
They kind of can have drum rolls and stuff.
Yes, with those musicians, maybe.
Yeah.
When the people couldn't find Saul, so he wasn't there really, they asked God where he was. And God said,
He's hiding among the stuff.
okay, again, the stuff. Like
The stuff,
their
yeah.
baggage.
And
or-
that's the word that's used. He's hiding among the stuff. And I guess stuff is baggage. Mm-hmm. But
or their property.
I think it's really just kind of stuff.
Oh.
He's out there hiding there, underneath the stuff.
Because he wants to make a big entrance, maybe.
And I think he doesn't want to be king.
Oh.
I don't know.
I guess, yeah, nobody asked him. He was just told. So they ran to fetch Saul. And when Saul stood up, he was literally head and shoulders above any other person in Israel.
Samuel said to the people, see whom God has chosen? There's no one like him among all the people.
Well, he's also the best looking guy.
Best looking, yeah.
Best looking is pretty subjective. Don't
Yeah.
you think?
Yeah, but I think in this case it was clear, It was just like
Objective.
he was best looking. Yeah.
And all the people shouted, God save the king.
But the children of Belial said, how can this man save us?
Children of Belial.
Yeah.
Are they the kids of the men of Belial? Because, COB just doesn't ring like SOB.
Yeah, I don't know, but it does sound like maybe they were male and female children of Belial.
And they despised him and brought no presents. So
Yep.
the children of Belial don't like Saul. All right. Okay, well, that's all we have for you today, folks.
Yeah, we've selected our king.
Yep, Saul.
Yep.
That's it.
Think so.
Thanks, Steve. Okay, and listeners, we appreciate you staying with us and listening to the Bible with us. And Martin Watkinson, thank you for the music. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye-bye.